Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Philippines. This is our room here looking out. Good morning, Melinda.
Good morning.
What does the back of your shirt say? Can I see what it says? You see that right there? Man, that's what I'm talking about. Don't mess with Texas.
That's right.
Good morning, everybody. So this is how that we're going to do our little quarantine while we wait for our swab test. Little lookout right here. Quite the view. I'm back to the Philippines. Man, I'm so happy. Man, what a way to start your day. Look at this.
Yes,
Who needs the TV up here? Who needs that? I mean, you can just sit right here and just people watch, man. Just enjoy
Yeah, it does. It's
life.
such a nice
While
place.
look out here at ships. So folks, now I'm gonna give you the test results. I was pretty surprised. They came in pretty early. So let me show you what the results were here. So first of all, here's what the email looked like when you open it up. It tells you there the instructions for opening up this password protected file. And as you see down at the bottom, it has an attachment with a PDF file. So what you're gonna do there then is you're gonna open up that PDF file and you're gonna put in a password. Now here is a little bit of a trick on the password. As you see, and I'm gonna look down here at it as I talk to you, it says example password, and it shows a name, something like there, what, Della Pina, and it says date of birth, December 17th, 1989. Now, it says to put Della and then like P-E-A, well, yeah, and then the birthday, 12/17/89. That's not correct. It's a bad example. So the real deal is the password for us happened to be just the last name only, no first name, no trying to abbreviate your first name, no trying to abbreviate your last name. It was just the last name with the date of birth attached, and that's the password that worked. And one more trick on that is that when we used our last name, it also would only work if we did it all in capital letters. So try that one also if you get this file and you can't open your deal with create a password. Try using your last name only with your date of birth attached onto it in numerical form and with cap locks and see if that works. So then we'll move on down here. You're going to open up the PDF file. And after you open up the PDF file, you're going to get another screen. And you see right there, it says open the file. So you're going to click on open the file there. And now you've got this screen here. And it's, if you'll go to your download manager, you'll see that it downloaded the file. So now you want to open that file. So now when you open the file, first thing you're going to get is file is password protected. And this is that password that I'm saying to use right here. We'll just explain that. So we're going to move on past it and the password there, and then you're going to open up the file. And here it is. So for instance, here is mine. Yes, I've got it completely redacted. And you'll see date received down there in the circle below. It says 4:27 a.m. And if you'll see up there at the top, result released at 8 a.m. Yeah, 3.5 hours. We already had it and we were ready to be able to exit the room. And you see right there circled and the result tells what kind of test they did, and I was negative for it right there. So good. And then next as well, we have Melinda's result, and you can have a look here at it as well. A lot of the same information as you see. The time in was 4:27 a.m. Also released 8 a.m. and her as well, she was negative. So that is what we want to see right there. All right, so now you're looking at your results right there. You got them. Now what do you do? So if you'll scroll on down to the bottom of those results, and it's going to have a link right there. It says quarantinecertificate.com. You want to click on that and open it up, and then you're going to go to another screen. Now I'm going to hold you up right there. If you're doing this on Mozilla Firefox, it's most likely not going to work. I encountered that, so I couldn't get the link to work. It wouldn't open up. A blank page I open and all, and I realized that Mozilla Firefox was not working with this, and that's true on numerous things with the government here in the Philippines. I've noticed that as well with the Philippine embassies when I'm dealing with them back in the U.S. as well. So I like using Mozilla Firefox. I use it quite a bit, but in this case, you're probably going to just need to open up your normal web browser, Internet Explorer, Google, something like that, and it worked just fine with them. So once you get that opened up, you're going to go to a page there to register. Now, you see right here as well, it says to follow up on your account. You may email them. What they're saying is to give them a screenshot, a copy of those test results. Now, if you just send them over an email with an attached file of your PDF file, they can't view it because they have to have your password and date of birth. So open it up and screenshot it, and then send them the screenshot of your test results. If you feel that you need to email them, if you can't get that link to work or something like that, and you can do it that way. So we're going to move on from there, and I'll tell you what, those phone numbers right there, good luck calling them. Good luck. Okay, so here you are. This is where you're going to register to receive your Bureau of Quarantine certificate. So at this point, you've got your test results back from the lab, but you don't actually have your quarantine certificate. And they've automated a little bit now, so the lab's sending it right on over to the Bureau of Quarantine, and they're going to create you a certificate. But you're going to have to register here to go here and have it sent to you, or where you can just pull it up and view it. So go ahead and do this step. You see it's going to be your surname, which is your last name, your first name, your middle name. Down here, the next part right below there, that is your birthday. As you pull down those drop downs, even though it's not in English, you're going to see exactly what it is. Put your cell phone number. I would suggest if you have a Philippine phone number, the Globe, Smart, whatever, use that. Be sure though that the email address you use, that you have access to it, and that you can print off things that you receive there on it. So then over here to the right hand side, you're going to choose, it's going to be your region according to where you live. Like for instance, we're in region 6, so you'll pull that down. It'll have region 6, and it's going to go then to what province. Like us, it'll be Iloilo, and then we're going to drop down again, and it's going to say what municipality. You'll choose what town you live in, what municipality you're under, and then lastly what barangay you're under. And just over to the left of there, if you're not sure what that says, as you drop it down, it's going to mean male or female, and you figure out which one you are. And then it's going to say passport, choose file, and you want to shoot them over a screenshot of your passport. Then you're going to hit submit, and you're done. Now you can go back to the same page and hit view quarantine certificate. So once you've done this and you go here, now you want to see if you have a result. You may need to give it a little bit of time. It could be hours. It could almost be a day. Some people get them quick and some don't. You'll go right here and you're going to put your date of birth and you're going to put your last name, and you're going to hit go search. If the Bureau of Quarantine has your certificate ready, it's going to pop up on the screen right here below. There it is. Save it, screenshot it, whatever you need to do so that you can go get that printed off. I really suggest you go print off each one of these documents. Your hotel should be able to do it, or you can source it outside to some print shops outside. Most of the time during this, for these particular documents like your test results and your certificate, the hotel will do it for you. Every hotel that's set up with this is kind of a requirement for them right now. So if it's not ready and a red bar pulls up over in the top corner, it says searching failed, don't freak out. It just means they haven't got it done yet. So just be a little patient and wait a little while longer. But if you're needing to really go on and get that, and it's already been a few hours and you haven't got it and you're ready to get on out of that place, well, go ahead and email them, and maybe you can get the results then. I'm just going to tell you the truth. Ours didn't come in fast. We had to be really persistent. I had to email them again and again, asking where it's at. Then finally, I got mine, but Melinda never got hers. And we had to continue on being persistent with them and just keep emailing them, where is it at, and giving them information. And finally, they got Melinda's tour. Our friend David, he turned his in a little bit later, and he got his on back pretty fast. So you just don't know. Now, one of the things that we thought about on Melinda's, it might have been because they were maybe verified on her coming in on a travel, like a travel pass, what would you call that? It was a travel document instead of a passport, where she had to enter the country on an expired passport. Thought maybe they might have been having to verify that. But definitely follow up with them, because you really need to have that. But I noticed most of the time, if you just show them your test results, that's pretty much all anybody wants to look at. The hotel that we were staying at, they didn't care nothing about if we had this Bureau of Quarantine certificate to leave the hotel. All we needed to do to show them that we were done was our test results, that we were negative, and they're like, go enjoy the world. So there you go. Now I will follow up some things. We want to do a little housekeeping right here as well. First of all, I want to talk about my friend David. And I made a video trying to reach out to get contact about his place there in Albi that got hit by Typhoon Raleigh. Well, I'm a little bit late because a lot's been going on, but he finally, after days, got a contact from her. Of course, electricity was out, no way to charge phones. Cell towers were out, no signaling if you had a phone. And of course, if the power line's down, any kind of hard cable internet was out as well, and you gotta have power for routers and stuff to work. And she contacted him that her and the family, the kids, all right. There was some flooding. Water flooded their property. That lahar, which is like that ash that will liquefy and flow like a river, it takes boulders and all with it. That came down a creek right there by him. It shot through the gate of his property, and he has a perimeter wall. It pushed pretty hard, and it pushed down a 10-foot tall fence that surrounds his property. So a lot of tree damage. He don't know the complete extent of the damage just yet, but the main thing is everybody was all right. It took roofs off her family's houses. David sent money on for them to start buying material to build roofs and put back on, and they've got communication towers back up now. Globe, Smart, Sun, they all came back online, so that's good. Power is still not restored yet. It's going to be a while. They said it could be a while. The Naga airport was knocked out. The Gadsby airport's open, and David's got a flight to head on down there with his family after we finish accomplishing the rest of the tasks that we need to. in order to be able to go to the province, Mel and I and David as well. So that's the news on that. It was great news. I wanted to share that with y'all. Thank you all the ones that tried to reach out and share information. There were several of you that did, and it's much appreciated. Thank you very much. So here we are heading out on the street to go start getting other stuff done. More paperwork still to do. See you in the next video.